Hi, I'm Teri with a special edition of Talking with Teri TV. I love being able to connect with people and get them excited to follow their dreams and elevate their potential in life, business, and beyond. That's why I hosted a live event called Breaking Beyond, where we brought in 4 dynamic guests to share their stories, their struggles, and their inspirations. Here's my interview with Poonam Moore. Take a look. Our next guest has a powerful story, and I just can't wait for you to share her with you all. Poonam Moore is the founder and owner of Poonams by Design, established February of 2006, turning into a multi-million-dollar company. She is the HGTV designer, Rico to the Rescue, which is going on to its 2nd season. She was born in the Fiji Islands and raised in Los Angeles. She's married with 4 beautiful daughters, 3 grandchildren, and in her spare time, she loves to spend time with family, friends, and loves to travel. So let's welcome Poonam to the audience, or to the stage. Keep going, girl. Keep going. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hello, Barbies.
Are there Barbies out here?
All Barbies. And a couple of Kens. Hello, Kens.
Oh, wait, sorry.
And all the pink.
I know, right? We were joking earlier that we had, because I had told all the guests, I'm wearing pink, so wear whatever you want to wear, but we're wearing pink. So I think was it you who said, like, you know, it's instead of 50 Shades of Gray, it's
50 Shades of Pink.
We're taking it up a notch.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. So when we first sat together, we had just a powerful conversation. And just take us back onto your journey and how all things started for you.
Well, my journey goes back from basically childhood. So my journey begins, I migrated here with my family when I was 8 from Fiji. My parents moved us here, and we lived in, culture shock. We moved to LA. And from Fiji to LA, big culture shock for us. So we moved into kind of the worst parts of LA, grew up super poor. My parents divorced shortly after we basically came to LA, and my mom raised us, and single mom, and super, super poor. I'm getting emotional, I don't know why. But so just growing up in that environment, it toughens you up. So I went from, just a very innocent kind of kid to now becoming a firstborn. I have to be there for my brother because my mom has 2 jobs and she can't be there. So we're 8 years old and 6 years old, and we're kind of making it happen with her. And anyway, so that is our journey. After that, we basically kind of grew up in parts of LA until I was a freshman. And then after that, we, around 10th grade, I moved to Colorado. And I've been here since, so I consider myself a Coloradan now, a Fijian Coloradan now. And I love it here. And I got married here, and I went to college here. I've had kids here. So my husband's in the room.
Is he in the room now?
He is.
Where are you?
Where are you? Oh, all the way in the back row. So, I've been married for 28 years, and I've got 4 daughters and 3 grandbabies, and life is amazing.
That it took work to get to where you're at today.
Yes. it took
What's
a lot of
your-
work.
What was that driving force and that motivation? Because there's a lot of similarities in your story as in my story.
Yes.
And I think it's a beautiful way to
We're
how
not
we get
supposed to
be-
cry.
how we get to be cycle breakers, right?
Yes.
Like, we get to be that. How many, just out of curiosity, when I say cycle breakers, it's about when you step into your power, you allow yourselves to, do what's called to you, but just break the cycle of what was told to you, right? How many cycle breakers are in here? Wow. Like, look around. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Let's give yourself a round of applause for being that, right?
Yes.
Because you're being that for your children.
Right. We actually talked about this. I believe in generation, basically curses in your family, right? Things that are happened. But there's also generational and ancestry blessings that we need to tap into as well. There's many women that came before me in my bloodline that worked to get me here. And they no longer are here on earth, but they worked to get us here. And there's also curses that came along as well, that obviously go against your path. And I feel like, yes, I did this for my kids. So I'm the first college graduate woman and man in our family. And our kids are soaring, and they're getting, beyond me. They're going beyond me in education and everything, So, yes, I think I'm a cycle breaker, and I love empowering. I just happen to have 4 daughters, so it's really fun because I get to empower 4 women.
Yeah, that's powerful. So what has been your driving force, your motivation? Like, what has allowed you to stay on this path and keep moving forward?
That's a loaded question. So I would say number one, I'm very spiritual. I'm a believer. I feel like I have a direct connect to God. I feel like I walk in a lot of favor. So I feel like everything I touch, God honors, but I also honor God. So I feel like that's number one for me. Number 2 would be my husband. He's my force. So if I want to do something, he'll do everything in his power to make sure I can do it. So I do have great support. And then I have a multitude. I have my sister, my mother, I have the rest of my siblings, and now my daughters. And then I have just a really great group of friends and now staff that really back me. So I think having a support system is key. For anybody, you can do so many things when you feel like you're loved and supported.
Powerful. Love it.
I'm Jeffrey Bowling, owner and jewelry designer at Jeffrey B. Jewelers, Denver's #1 jewelry design studio. And the reason why we're #1 is because of our 3D custom jewelry design. We can show you what your piece is going to look like way before the end product. And this is going to give you the comfort of knowing you get exactly what you want.
He took me over to the computer and we started drawing up exactly what I wanted. And I told my husband, I'm like, Jeffrey B is the person we're going to use.
And the other reason is that all of our gold and our diamonds are ethically sourced. So when you're ready to make that proposal, when you're ready for that legacy piece, go to jeffreyb.com and make an appointment. Because when it's love, it's Jeffrey B.
So was there ever like a specific moment or experience that served as some turning points for you in your life?
Turning points. I have a lot of turning points. I think my first was just coming out of childhood abuse. I think that was a big turning point for me. I had to become a warrior, a self-warrior. And then my second, I think, would be just becoming an adult and getting the no's. I'm in a very male-dominated industry. I'm a designer and I'm a builder. I'm a GC. And even my staff kind of see it now. It's a battle. So I think that's a really big one for me as well. And then even on TV, a lot of times I get the pushback like I'm too much girl, and I'm too much. We just talked about this. And so I'm to the point now that I'm not going to dim my light for anybody. So, so yeah, there's been a lot of turning points. I think my biggest was I had to find somebody to really look up to. And just like a lot of us in the room maybe and watching, my person that I looked up to was Oprah. And because my journey was so similar to hers, not being a billionaire, of course, or anything like that.
Not yet.
Not in that.
Not yet.
Oh, thank you. But in the walk, in the journey of the rejections and of the abuse and of the just overcoming, everything that was no had to turn into a yes. So I found something to kind of grasp to. So I kind of just followed her and Maya Angelou and amongst many other very powerful women. And I thought, if they can do it, I can do it. So, yeah.
When we met, you were sharing a story about how you saw Oprah.
Yes.
And what was that? Share what you shared with me.
Oh, yes. Oh, my story.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cute.
It's a fun story. So Oprah was here. I don't know how many are natives or have been here a long time, but Oprah was here doing her Live Your Best Life tour. She crashed like the internet, the Ticketmaster, and everything because everybody was trying to get these tickets. And I didn't even bathe that day, I think. So it was my sister and I and two girlfriends, and we literally woke up in the morning and we'd try it over and over and over until we got tickets. And my sister snapped up 4 tickets because the maximum tickets you could get was 4. So the 4 of us, two sisters, two sets of sisters, went to go see Live Your Best Life. It was an all-day event with Oprah, and I was ecstatic about going. And this is my mentor. So that she doesn't know that she's my mentor, but one day maybe she will. So I was excited. I didn't know why I was going. I didn't know why I was purposed to go, but I feel like everything that you do is supposed to be done. It's supposed to happen, right? Souls are supposed to meet. And things are supposed to happen the way they're supposed to happen. So we went. We spent the whole day there, lunch and all. It was like an 8-hour thing. I never saw life the same again. I left there completely changed. My outlook on life, my excitement about everything. My life, my marriage, my kids, my career, my spiritual life. It was a full experience. And so when I left there, there's 4 of us, women in the car, and we are extremely over the top, and we were talking, and we didn't even want to go home. So we decided to go and have some drinks and some wings at a local bar in Aurora. We stopped because we just wanted to talk a little bit more and just share our experience for the day. And we get there, and we're basically eating and talking, and we all decide we were going to make a pact. And the 4 of us were going to make a pact to not only live our best lives going forward, but to hold each other accountable to live our best lives going forward. So what we did was we were all eating, literally eating wings, and we kind of came to the center with our wings, and we did a cheers and a pat and said, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to break every curse, and we're going to live our best damn life. And so we cheered to that at that moment, and it was fantastic.
And just a moment, Mary, can we see you to the stage? And so, when she shared this story with me, I was like,
God,
what if Breaking Beyond was just like that, Oprah? And so, holy moly, this is more than 10, okay?
That's enough for everybody.
Yes, okay, so grab a wing, girl.
Grab a wing. Okay, I'm a flat girl.
I'm a chunky girl. I want this thing. What is this
I
thing?
like this because it's all fatty.
Oh, okay.
That's a drum, and this is a flat.
Okay, I'm going to do a drum. You know why? Because I'm not going to learn.
We're going to have chicken in our mouths.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Okay, so I want everyone with us with your invisible wing.
This could be enough for the whole lot.
I'm going to send it out to them. I'm going to send it out here.
Okay.
I'm going to send it out.
Mary, send it out.
We don't have enough for everyone, but, take a wing and pass a wing, And for those that, And then again, any invisible wings here. You know, we're gonna take this and we're gonna cheer it up here, ladies. Okay, invisible wings and beyond. Right?
And beyond.
Cheers, my friend, because I hope that for all of you, this becomes your Oprah moment, and you have a powerful breakthrough. Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
Okay. What, we were just on the table?
You know what? Hold on. You know what I do?
Hold on.
Oh, they're good. Oh, those are really good.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, did you get it? Okay. Oh my gosh. How fun.
Mary. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
Yay.
Because that's my intention is here is like when we get to break beyond and we bring in people like Poonam, aka Oprah. And the Oprah's here. Do you want to?
Yes, thank you. I have chicken in my
that we can create the impact that we have, right?
Right.
So powerful. Okay, so moving on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for playing out with us here. So I think people in similar circumstances might have given up or been like, you know what, this is, and we've all had days. Like, did the last 3 weeks kick anyone else's hiney like they did mine?
Yes.
And there's those moments in time where there is I honestly went into my company and I said, where do I hand in my resignation letter?
To yourself.
Like, where does that happen? But I do think that along this path, like there's those moments where we want to give up.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. Lots of times.
How do you power through that? How do you get through that? How do you move
How do
through
I-
that and strive through that?
I live a very busy life. It's a lot. And it's a daily struggle and a daily check. I have to check in daily. And I literally have to, I wake up every morning. And my goal every day is to wake up and say, thank you. I think gratitude goes a long, long ways. My daily mantra, my daily everything is really saying thank you. So I feel like if you're grateful and you're present, no matter what comes that day, you can actually deal with it because you're coming with an attitude of gratitude, which then just pours out, like it opens you up to love and acceptance of whatever's going to happen that day. And you're just grateful. Things will happen. We're born to go through things. I mean, that's just what we're here for. We're here to journey. So I think if you just stop and you're just grateful for what you've got, no matter what comes that day, you don't have to check out, and it gets you through. So of course I want to check out. There's lots of times I want to check out. You know, I'm just I come across morons every day. It feels like, and it just I have to stop and I have to go check. All them, and I have to recenter, and then I have to go. Mm-hmm. And there's always a challenge, and there's always something going on. My biggest challenge right now is to juggle my marriage, my family, my business, my TV life, all of those things. That's a lot of juggling. And really my core, my center right now is to make sure that my husband and I and my kids and I and my family and I and my friends and I, all of us journey on, because at the end of the day, life is about the love that you have. So right now my job every day is to make sure that I wake up and I am able to say, I love you to my husband, or to check in with my kids, and to check in with God, because I will check out in a minute. And then there are times that I want to go, I quit. Oh wait, I'm the boss. I can't quit. So, but this is a normal thing. And this is every woman in here. This isn't just me. This is everybody's journey here. I mean, we all are juggling a ton of things, and we continue to juggle a ton of things. There's caregivers in here of parents. It's like our jobs never end.
Yeah.
Women.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So what has been what has been that pivotal moment for you where you made the choice to go into Design. Yeah, and then creating. I mean, you've created a very successful business. She's also expanding.
I am expanding.
And in the guidebooks, I just want to point out, there's every single one of our speakers in there gave us juicy information. And so I hope this guidebook serves in a bigger way. But you also put in there some really great tips and tools to be on TV, but also with your event coming up as well.
Yes.
But like, what has been like that pivotal moment for you that made you go into design and create Poonams by Design?
Well, I think the biggest thing with learning your purpose and your passion, and there could be multiple, right? Nobody needs to put a box. I don't live in a box. I never have and I never will. And so I hope nobody here does either. I hate boxes. Therefore, over there. And so if there's a box, you'll not find me in it. And so I've always been that person. And as a kid, I've always been interested and, kind of didn't even know there was a career in interior design because, who knew, right? And so I actually got this opportunity as a high school student to intern. I was in a kind of a trades class as an elective, and it was design, and I thought, oh, wait, I kind of like this. This is what I always think about. So I went in, and I actually did this internship. I won the internship with the best designer in Denver out of this extra class that I took in high school. So I took the class, and the competition was that if your project was the best project, he would then let you come and intern for him as a 17-year-old. And I thought, I'm going to win this. And so I did my best. I did whatever I could. I went above and beyond, and I won the contest, and I became his intern. He changed my perspective on what that could be like for me. He was a great boss. He had a great design firm. It was the #1 design firm, not only in Colorado, but one of the top 10 at that time in the US. So it was an amazing experience. And so I did that, and then I went to college. And then I went to college, and I think my pivotal moment was my eyes being opened up to what was possible, which I didn't know what was possible until somebody else did it for me. So now going forward, I always want to encourage others to know what is possible for them, no matter what their age. They could be a child or they could be 80. You're still living at 80. Why aren't you doing? So, you're here, you've got the wisdom, you've got the experience. What can you be doing? Because you're still here and you're breathing, so you still have a purpose.
What can you say? I love that. Yes. What can you say? Because I think as powerful women, when we start excelling, and I'm curious from your perspective, do you find that other women become less supportive of your journey?
Loaded question.
It's a loaded question. And we're 90% women here.
Yeah.
And I think this is a real conversation.
Yes, it is.
That we should be having, because I think that I'm gonna let you.
Okay. First, talking about powerful women. When I saw your lineup, I told my staff, I was like, why did she invite me? How did I end up in this lineup? But so I felt the same way. I looked at the lineup and I went, whoa, what am I doing on this lineup? This is an amazing group of women you're bringing out here today. And it was really humbling, that I was able to be a part of it. So thank you for that, first of all. Second, I think every journey that you take isn't going to be a journey for everybody to come along on. So sometimes you have to part. So there's people in your life for that moment. They're there because they're supposed to do something for you in that moment. And then there's people in your life that's going to be there for a season. And that could be 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. It could even be 20. And then there's people in your life that's supposed to be there for a lifetime. My lifetime people would be my husband and my kids and my family. And there's, just a few handful of people that I could see journeying the rest of my life with in the friendship realm. But what I've learned, actually, over the last couple of decades as I've been building my businesses, people will root for you to have and to grow. But when you grow and you actually get there, now they've become jealous or envious, or they've become your hater. And so they'll root for you, but they don't believe for you, you know? But when you're there, they might pull away from you. And it's okay, because everything is not for everybody. Every journey isn't for everybody. Every shareable moment isn't for everybody. And I'm starting to learn that. It hurts because I want everybody to go along with me, but they won't, and they're not supposed to. And so find the beauty in the fact that you had that moment with them. And then find the beauty in the fact that doors are open and more people will come along that's supposed to be there in the journey with you going forward.
But I want to take a moment now, because we have a captive audience, and I'm going to ask that we all, when we see another woman climbing, to stick with them, and to not only to cheer them on, but when they get there, we can do that. We can do that. We can cheer people on.
Yes.
When they get there, because
Yes.
I truly believe that if we let go of like the jealousy and all the other shenanigans that goes on, like we can actually do much greater things.
Agree.
Supporting them and saying, okay, if she can do it, I can do it too. Right?
Absolutely. To me, that is the joy that I find personally. That's why I'm here. I love to see other people doing great things, and I want to be there. Like, I don't want to just cheer you on. I want to be there to have your champagne and go and party in your house that you just got. Like, I want to be there. I want to be there because I feel like the joy of growing together is to enjoy life together. I have, there's just, to me, that is what life is about. So when your friend does better, guess what? You get to enjoy the fruits of their better. You've been praying for them and with them and following them. Why wouldn't you now enjoy what they have with them? There's such a great thing about that. So, I mean, if you're doing good, call me. I'm coming.
Yeah. Can we just real quick, just everyone pinkies up? Can we pinky promise that when we see other women doing it, we're going to stick with them and cheer them on?
That's right. Yes.
And support them all the way.
Yes.
Ready?
Pinky promise.
These are solid in my book.
These are for real.
They're for real. These are for real.
Real contracts.
No, I love it. Okay, so shifting gears just a little bit, because I know that everyone wants to know, because how many of you are fans of Rico to the Rescue? Woo-hoo! I know. So you're in season 2 now.
Yes.
With Rico to the Rescue. How has this experience impacted you?
Ooh, another loaded question. So it's added more to my plate. I didn't apply for this job. They chose me for the job. And it took a while. It took a lot of prayer for me to say yes. I gave them the contract back the night before I was supposed to show up on set. Because I really, really had to think about how this was going to impact me, my life, everything, right? And it did impact everything, just kind of like I thought it would. And I think that what it did was it showed me, no matter where you're at in life, no matter what you're doing in life, there's always going to be a whole lot that comes with it. So I think my biggest journey here has been, what is my biggest lesson learned here? In this world, not only will there be women that will want to stop you from doing whatever it is that you want to do at your best, there'll also be a lot of men still standing around trying to sabotage or get worried about what you're doing and how you're doing it and things like that. So I think in this television industry, I didn't realize as many powerful women, the Oprahs, all of these amazing women that are doing these amazing things, they're doing these amazing things, but they're still battling all of the things the rest of us are battling in the world, which is the misogynistic men and then all of the expectations and all of these other things that come along with it. TV still has that. And you would think it wouldn't, right? Because they're so progressive. But it's not. So I think my biggest lesson learned right now is just finding my footing and doing my best, because I'm going to do my best no matter what. I'm not going to let anybody set me up for failure. So I think just showing my best light, why they hired me is what I'm going to show at this point. And so I'm just going to do my best and see what happens from here, what it grows from here. Whatever that is, I really don't care at this point in my life. I think it's because of age. But I really don't care. So, if it becomes something amazing and I'm sitting, next to Oprah one day, yoo-hoo. But if I'm not, guess what? I still did my best.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. All right, so I'm going to ask you a couple of these questions here. So how do you pick yourself up in face of defeat?
A lot of prayer. So I always, defeat is inevitable for all of us in all areas of our life. There's something that's going to defeat you in all areas of your life because you have to grow from it. If it's something really important to you, guess what? You're going to battle it. So to me, if there's something that you're feeling defeated over, it's because you're supposed to grow and learn from it and get stronger from it. So I personally just dig really, really deep. And I go into my quotes. I do a lot of journaling. I get up every day and I still do my gratitude because I feel like it recenters you and it shows you that the defeat is just a lesson. It's nothing, and it doesn't, at the end of the day, are you dead? Are you alive? Did it kill you? So at the time of defeat, it feels like it's killed you. You're defeated. But I think if you just kind of, this is really, really funny, but my daughter says this. She always goes, pick up your tits. We're going out. But that's what you have to do. You just have to pull it all together and keep it moving. And I think that's the lesson in any defeat, is that it's really there to make you stronger in whatever it is that you're feeling defeated over. So really, it's your strength. Welcome it, because that's where you grow as a person. So that's how I see it.
Perfect. Do you have a saying, quote, or mantra that you use?
Oh, it's actually a scripture. Okay. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that is my mantra. Yeah,
right,
it's been my mantra since I was 14. So, yeah, hasn't changed.
What's one piece of advice that you would like to share with the audience today?
Boy, there's a lot I can say. I would probably say, when somebody says no, it's actually really a big fat yes. So only time I think we get pushback is when somebody sees something great on the other side of that no. So if there's a door, open it. If somebody slams it, open it again. If God slams it, leave it closed. Know the difference. But I think when there's a no coming to you, there's typically a big fat yes behind there. And a lot of times we will back up and we'll take that as a no. And it's really a lot of times just others trying to stop you from getting to your yes. So yeah, follow your heart.
Powerful. Poonam, thank you so much for being here, for being the light.
Thank you.
Can we give her another round of applause? Go ahead and take a picture. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me on this special edition of Talking with Teri TV. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be the magic of you. Massive love. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell to find out about my upcoming shows. Thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time.